Imagine the shockwaves that rippled through academia when the Trump administration issued a stern warning to Harvard University. It could seize control of the school's patents derived from federally funded research. This dramatic move is just the latest development in an ongoing dispute between the Trump administration and the prestigious Ivy League institution. But here's where it gets controversial. The federal government's actions have sparked a heated debate about the balance between academic freedom and government oversight. Let's dive into the details. On a Friday, the federal government sent a clear message to Harvard University. It could potentially take over the patents stemming from federally funded research. This announcement came from Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick, who initiated an immediate comprehensive review. In a letter to Harvard President Alan Garber, Lutnick expressed concerns about compliance with patent regulations and threatened to grant third-party licenses to Harvard's patents, or take ownership of any patents where Harvard has failed to meet government requirements. The patents in question are estimated to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Lutnick's letter underscored the gravity of the situation, stating that Harvard has allegedly failed to meet its obligations to American taxpayers. He gave Harvard until September 5 to respond and prove its compliance with the Bayh-Dole Act, a legislation that requires universities receiving federal research grants to ensure that inventions resulting from that funding benefit Americans. The Trump administration is seeking detailed information from Harvard, including a list of all patents derived from federal grants, how these patents are currently being utilized, and specifics about licensing agreements. They are particularly interested in whether these agreements mandate substantial U.S. manufacturing and the identities of the licensees. This request is part of a broader effort to ensure that federally funded research translates into tangible benefits for the American public. Harvard, however, views this move as a retaliatory action. A spokesperson for the university described it as yet another retaliatory effort targeting Harvard for defending its rights and freedom. The spokesperson emphasized that technologies and patents developed at Harvard are life-saving and industry-redefining, and that the university is fully committed to complying with the Bayh-Dole Act. They also highlighted Harvard's dedication to ensuring public access to the many innovations arising from federally funded research. The dispute between the Trump administration and Harvard has a complex backstory. The administration has paused or cut off billions in federal research funding to Harvard, citing the university's alleged failure to address campus anti-Semitism. Harvard has sued the administration, alleging that the government is illegally punishing the school for First Amendment-protected activities and attempting to exert control over its academic programs. Before the funding cutoff, the administration demanded that Harvard agree to several changes, including an external audit of certain academic departments, the end of diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) programs, and stricter disciplinary policies. Harvard rejected these demands, leading to the current impasse. President Trump has also pushed for the Internal Revenue Service to review Harvard's tax-exempt status, and directed his administration to bar most foreign students from traveling to the U.S. to study at Harvard. Although a judge blocked the latter move, the administration's actions have raised significant questions about academic freedom and government intervention. Some other Ivy League schools that faced funding freezes have made concessions to the federal government. For example, Columbia University and Brown University have cut deals with the administration. This raises the question, should Harvard follow suit, or should it continue to stand firm in its defense of academic freedom? And this is the part most people miss. The controversy surrounding Harvard's patents and federal funding highlights a broader issue: the delicate balance between academic autonomy and government oversight. As the dispute unfolds, it will be crucial to consider the implications for higher education and the role of federal funding in research and innovation. So, what do you think? Should the federal government have the power to seize patents from universities that receive federal funding? Or is this a dangerous overreach that threatens academic freedom? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's spark a meaningful discussion.